Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's stimulus update video, we will be covering the unemployment benefits or added unemployment benefits and some very important updates and news in the second stimulus package as it relates to if and when we'll be getting another one-time direct payment. Now, for all my returning subscribers, thanks for tuning into this channel again. And for those who are new here and seeing me for the very first time, my name is Ian, and here on this channel, I talk about making money, investing, personal finance, and of course the stimulus. So with that said, give this video a thumbs up so it can reach more people. And also guys, consider subscribing to this channel and turning on notifications so you can see future updates and videos. And I post videos here every single day on YouTube. So starting out first with unemployment benefits. As you guys may already know, the current additional unemployment benefits will expire at the end of July, and there have been proposals to extend this time frame by as much as an additional 6 months. However, it now seems that it may not be extending at the end of July. That additional $600 will be gone. What do you guys think about this? Drop me a comment down below with your thoughts. Now, the reason I think it may not be extended is because of what our own Labor Secretary had to say about this matter, right? So a few days ago, US Labor Secretary Eugene Scalia said he opposed the extension of the $600 a week in unemployment benefits that workers are receiving as a result of this coronavirus pandemic, an option lawmakers are debating as they negotiate the next stimulus bill, right? So Mr. Scalia is saying that the enhanced payments included in a federal stimulus package signed into law at the end of March will have served their usefulness by the time the current program expires at the end of July or July 31st. Now again guys, do you think that the current unemployment benefits or the added unemployment benefits have served their purpose, and should they now be cut? Remember, there are people who needed it, and then there were people who refused and are still refusing to go back to work because they can make more money by being unemployed or unemployment than getting at their jobs. So drop me a comment down below and let me hear your thoughts on this one. Now, this doesn't mean that it's definitely not going to happen, right? But as per his comments, I think it's a high possibility that it may be cut. Now, he's also saying that at the end of July, we will be in a different situation as opposed to what we're in right now. He's really saying that things will be better off by then and more opportunities for people to get jobs will be around. Now, this may be true, but there is also one other issue here, and it's the fact that if you've been watching the news at all lately, apart from seeing cities burn, there is one more problem here, right? That's the virus 2.0. Now, the rate of new infections has climbed so far that some medical experts are now warning that we could be in for a second, more deadlier virus infection rate and death toll. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen, but it's one more thing to consider here, right? Now, after the Labor Secretary made those comments, US Senator Bob Menendez, who just happens to be a senior member of the Senate Finance Committee, responded saying that this was a failure of the administration to address the impending unemployment and economic crisis facing working families as federal unemployment benefits provided in the CARES Act near the expiration on July 31st. And then he continued to say, right, and I quote him here, "These rosy expectations that everybody will be able to go back to work are just not going to be realized by August 1st. I live in a state with the second largest number of infections. It is going through a staged reopening, and that means that many businesses still won't be open by then or will be opened with less capacity, which means they will require less workers. When we have an unemployment rate at 13%, when unemployment rates of African Americans is even higher at 16.8%, when unemployment among Latinos is even higher at 17.6%, what is the administration's plans for August 1st? Now, Senator Menendez also criticized Secretary Scalia for failure to issue critical protections to keep workers safe from contracting COVID-19 while on the job, forcing the secretary to publicly acknowledge that OSHA, the agency charged with ensuring worker safety and investigating failures by businesses to do so, has received thousands of COVID-19 related complaints, but has only issued only one citation. Now, this year is an election year, right? And with all I've just said, the Federal Reserve is also predicting that at the end of this year, 2020, the unemployment rate will still be around 10%, which is going to be the very first time, or the first time in a very long while, since it's ever been so high for an election year. Now, as for another direct stimulus payment, we aren't completely out of the water with that as yet, as Congress still has all these proposals, and soon enough we will hear some more. But right now, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has signaled that the Trump administration is considering another round of stimulus checks, as many Americans continue to feel the economic sting of the coronavirus pandemic. And he went on to say, it's something that we're very seriously considering. He also said that a final decision would be coming on whether President Trump would push for the checks in Congress next stimulus package. So we will definitely be hearing soon if there will actually be another one-time direct payment or not. Now guys, with all that said, we now have access to more information, which suggests that the unemployment drop which we saw a few weeks ago was incorrect. So while the official unemployment rate posted had a surprise drop last month to 13.3% from 14.7%, the Bureau of Labor Statistics said the May figure, when adjusted for data errors, would have been 16.4% and not 14.7%. The problem stemmed from respondents misunderstanding questions or survey takers failing to properly code many people as unemployed while temporarily laid off. Instead, many people seem to have been misclassified as being employed but not at work due to other reasons, which is assumed to reflect the pandemic. The official unemployment rates for different demographic groups, African Americans as well as white, Hispanic, and Asian workers, have all likely been understated as well. So for April, the unemployment rate would have been 19.5% when adjusted for the error according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Now, this just really means that the amount of people that we think are unemployed was understated, and by a lot. Now, if the data issue is solved in June and millions of workers are moved from the employed category to the unemployed one, but the labor market in reality improves, the official rate might appear to increase from 13.3% in May to 15% in June, when the more appropriate comparison might be to the Bureau of Labor Statistics adjusted May rate of 16.4%. So right now, we aren't even sure what the unemployment rate is, which clouds the process of actually deciding if the benefits should be removed, kept for longer, or even just reduced, right? Now again, the latest from Congress is that they're looking at reducing the unemployment benefits to maybe $250 to $350 instead of $600 per week, because with all the restrictions and people being tight on money and not spending a lot, people may still be unemployed, and especially since we now don't really know the correct amount of people who are actually unemployed. Now, if the benefits are cut and the number stays the same or rises, then the effects on the economy could be very damaging. And of course, they want to protect, or in this case, maybe it's not protect, but salvage the economy as best as they possibly can. As for all those other stimulus proposals that we saw leading up to today, and there have been a lot, still not close to making any of them final, and so we know a second stimulus package is possible, because if it wasn't, then Congress would just have ruled it out completely, but they are still reviewing, and so I think we can expect a second stimulus package. But the real question is, will it be something that the people actually like or want? Now, if you're one of those people who didn't receive a stimulus check and you were supposed to, then the IRS is saying once you've received a date from the Get My Payment portal and you didn't get the money, or you received the notice in the mail that your money was sent but you didn't receive it, then you need to call them immediately so they can start a trace to find out what happened to the money and where it is. So if someone stole it, or maybe it was sent to a wrong address, or maybe the wrong bank account, if you didn't receive it, call the IRS and they will do a trace for you. So guys, I think I've covered just about everything for today in this video. And if you have any questions or you'd like to add anything, drop me a comment down below. And also guys, you can find me on Instagram, link down below in the description. If you're a new subscriber or viewer here on the channel, be sure to check out my other videos on high yield savings accounts, checking accounts, investments, credit cards, and of course, ways to make money. Also guys, I've left a couple links down below to free stuff, free stocks, discounts, and free cashback offers. So be sure to check the links down in the description for all kinds of free stuff, right? And again, I hope this video was very helpful and I was able to provide some value to you guys. And if you do like this kind of content, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification icon when you subscribe so you can get updated on when I post new videos here, which is at least once per day. Now, in addition to that, be sure to also share this video anywhere you think it may be able to reach more people and possibly help someone out as well. Once again, thank you guys for tuning into the channel. All the best with your stimulus payments, and until tomorrow, adios.